We offer you our home equity guarantee. The most you'll ever owe us is the lesser of your home value and the mortgage balance. So you and your beneficiaries will never be stuck with a bill at the end of the day.
If you could speak to perhaps some of the misconceptions that exist out there that the public have or may not even know about reverse mortgages, what are some things that you'd like to clear up or explain to our viewers?
Yeah, sure. So there are a number of misconceptions out there about reverse mortgages. And so we spend a lot of time talking to customers and addressing those misconceptions. One of the common questions we get is, will I still own my home? And the answer is yes, absolutely. You still own your home. It's just like another mortgage. We're simply a lender. The home is yours and you continue to have full control of your home. And moreover, you can stay in your home as long as you want. Another kind of common misconception that we address with customers from time to time is concerns that they're not going to have any money left in their home at the end of the day to give to their children and grandchildren as an inheritance. And the reality is that's just not the case in the vast majority of cases. So in Canada, over 99% of reverse mortgage borrowers have equity left in their homes when the mortgage is paid back. On average, it's over 50%. So $1 million home on average would have over $500,000 of equity in the house, even after the full term of the reverse mortgage. So that's kind of a common misconception we hear a lot about, but it's important for borrowers to understand that that's often not the case. Another misconception that we hear often is that reverse mortgages are so expensive. That used to be the case. Yes, definitely. In the 80s and 90s, reverse mortgages were super expensive. The rates on reverse mortgages have come down dramatically. You can check out our rates on our rate and fee page on our website. But the reality is that reverse mortgage rates today are slightly higher than a traditional prime mortgage rate. The reason why there's that premium there is for two reasons. One is the benefit of no payments. So there's a slight premium that's applied for that. And the second thing is that we offer a number of guarantees and safeguards for borrowers, like our home equity guarantee. For that, there's a slight premium that's charged for that as well.
Okay, excellent. And while we're talking about areas that the public may not be aware of, what happens if a client's home appreciates in value?
So this is a really important thing. With a reverse mortgage, you continue to own your home. So any appreciation in your home value belongs to you. That doesn't belong to us. This is a benefit. When people say, I don't want to have to pay interest on a reverse mortgage, I think that one of the things that you need to kind of take into consideration is that if you're to sell your home, you lose out on all the potential upside in terms of home price appreciation. If you are to withdraw equity from your home through a reverse mortgage or a home equity release solution like ours, the full benefit of home price appreciation is still yours.
And of course, I mentioned earlier that, Ontario housing prices have been appreciating quite steadily over the last couple of years. Things happen. There have been a lot of pundits who've been speculating about both the housing market and the stock market. What happens if the mortgage balance a client owes is larger than the value of their home?
It's an exceptionally rare scenario. Like over 99% of reverse mortgage borrowers still have equity in their home when the mortgage is due at the end of the day. So very, very rare. But in the very rare event that somebody's home price were to decline, the mortgage balance were to ever exceed the value of the home, what we do is we offer you our home equity guarantee, which is basically the promise that we make to you that the most you'll ever owe us is the lesser of your home value and the mortgage balance. So you and your children and your beneficiaries will never be stuck with a bill at the end of the day. I think there's a number of kind of key trends that are creating a real need for this solution in Canada. We're in the midst right now of a significant, economic phenomenon, which is the retirement of the baby boomer generation. And as we're looking at, the financial situation of 55 plus Canadians, we see a few things. So the first thing is that not everybody has, sufficient retirement savings. So the average Canadian baby boomer has less than $180,000 in their RRSP. Defined benefit pension plans are increasingly rare. And I think for most of us, government benefits will be insufficient in isolation to cover all the costs and maintain one standard of living in retirement. At the same time, as you mentioned, there has been a massive appreciation in home value over the last 10, 20 years. What that has created is a situation where the average Canadian senior, nearly 80% of their wealth tied up in their home. In our view, Canadian seniors should be thinking about their wealth as a whole. And as they're thinking about their retirement plan, as they're thinking about building that retirement plan and ensuring they have sufficient resources to maintain their quality of life, to maintain their standard of living through retirement, we don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to build a retirement plan around the 20% of one's net worth that is, not in their home, and completely ignore the 80% of net worth that's locked up in the home.